Hey lovies, so if you guys are Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this is going to be your reading to see what your person loves about you or what people in general just like love about you if you don't have a person and you're just doing your own thing right now. So I'm going to start out with some oracles. I'm going to get some tarot, then we're going to pull some traits at the end. Just to see more specifically like what traits people like love about you or what your person loves about you. And then I have this deck that I just made. It's basically just compliments, a deck of people singing your praises, so it'll be fun at the end. So without further ado, let's get cracking. What does your person love about you? Tap me into Virgo's energy and tell me what their person loves about them. Okay, Virgo, what does your person love about you? We have a mermaid soul, number 33. It says, love is not blind, it only sees what matters. Interesting. So a mermaid soul. And then we have divine badass on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're a very loving, nurturing person, a mermaid soul. I feel as though you're not afraid to like dive into like new things with the mermaid. Your person sees you as very loving, very sweet, even if you don't see yourself that way, because we have this like divine badass on the bottom, and then under that is this, which looks like very like fierce kind of an energies. So I'm almost picking up that you could have this like fierce energy, but with your person you're more loving and sweet, and very just like nurturing towards like people like that you're in a relationship with. Let's see, I'm gonna get this too. With the mermaid too, that could speak about water or even like spiritual things. 33, that could be significant. Maybe that's how old you are, or like you're on the life path 33. But let's see, I think that they just feel very like comfortable with you. And even though, because obviously you're a Virgo and there's this earth energy coming through, because like a mermaid soul isn't like the first thing I would think of with Virgo, to be honest. I was kind of like surprised when that card came out. But I think like with this crown being on her head, like you have a very boss kind of an energy, but also like you could be like the kind of boss that's like very understanding and very sweet, even if you're not actually a boss. You just have that kind of an energy, or if you're like a mom or like something where you have like some sort of authority. I feel like you're very good at what you do. And it says love is not blind, it only sees what matters. And I feel like you're also something that the people that you like are in relationships with, especially, or like your person, it's like you see, because with the green eyes here, it's like that could be you, but also it could just be that you see them through the eyes of love. Like you kind of are very forgiving of their flaws. You're very loving in a relationship is what I'm getting, but also very practical. It's like you have these two sides, because like with the red fins or whatever you call it, tail, mermaid tail, and then the red crown, it's like you have this very practical like root chakra kind of a side, but then it's like you have this bare chest. It's like you're not afraid to be like vulnerable and soft with like the person that you love. So let's see what else. What does Virgo's person love about Virgo? You're very good at planning things, being very organized. This is just reminding me of like maps and plans, again with that practical energy. What does Virgo's person? We got two. Oh, we have 11th house, which is Aquarius energy, friends, and then we have 6th house, routine, which is that Virgo energy coming through. Number 35, 30. We have like a lot of 30s, so you could just like be in your 30s. Again, you don't have to be, but that's something that's like kind of coming through. I feel as though you could be somebody, like your person likes that, maybe like they like your friends, or they like that you're very social, like they've noticed that you're like good with people, like you are good at talking to people. that you are a good friend. This could also be like your friend's energy coming through to say like they appreciate just that you're like awesome and a good friend. We also have the 6th house routine. So again, like with that maps and planning, like I was saying, I feel like you're somebody that really does follow like a routine, even maybe like an exercise routine. So you could be like very good about doing your calisthenics. It looks like he's doing jumping jacks there. But it doesn't just have to be that. You could just follow a certain routine. Like you're just very good with like practical details. But it's also like with this friend's energy, like you know how to have fun, and you do have a very loving heart. There's a very balanced like kind of energy here where it's like the best of both worlds. And even like a mermaid, now I'm thinking of the Little Mermaid, how she was like in the water, but then she was also up on land. It's like she could thrive in like both like all these different worlds. Like you're very adaptable, I would say. And maybe almost like your soul like longs for more, I want to say, because now I'm just thinking of the Little Mermaid and like part of your world. So I don't know, maybe like you're very, because I feel like you're willing to sacrifice a lot for like the people that you love, because the way Ariel was ready to give up her whole life under the sea, like in order to have love in her life with Eric, you know, she was gonna like just go up there and just try it out. She had no idea what it was really like. I guess she did a little bit from like spying on humanity, like however, like she had her little collection of stuff. But it's like some part of you really just does crave like that loving connection. And I feel like touch could be your love language, just the way they're like touching in this. Like like I was saying, you're very nurturing towards like your partners, and I feel as though that's the way you feel nurtured too, is by touch. Just the way she's like, her hand, I'm noticing her hand, like the hands here. You could be very good with your hands in some way, or have like nice hands, nice fingers. They're very like long fingers here. So they could like feel like your hands are very like elegant. That's something I'm getting. All right, what else does Virgo's person love about Virgo? We have the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Again, there's like a sort of crown on the head here. So like I was saying, there's a very like regal energy toward like that you have. And then we have the groundhog spirit, time to let go. So, okay, groundhog is making me again think of like grounding. There's like an earth kind of a animal, and then like a high up in the sky kind of, like, again, it's like you encompass, there's air energy here, there's earth, there's water energy. I feel like you're a very balanced person, like I was saying. And then on the back we have the pig spirit, use your mind wisely. I feel like you're very intelligent, you're very perceptive of other people. Again, I feel like there's something about the way you see the people that you love that makes them feel like really good, like makes them feel like a king maybe, or a queen, like makes them feel like $1,000,000, makes them feel very nurtured, loved, and understood, and just, I don't know, just cared for. The groundhog spirit, time to let go. It's interesting. It's like this little groundhog is like gnawing on this heart here. So I feel like sometimes maybe I'm almost getting like, you don't let things go because it's just time to let go, almost like this feisty kind of an energy where you'll kind of keep going on about stuff, and you're just like, people are like, ooh, like I better not cross her because, or him. But just with this mermaid, so I don't know, I'm getting like a more feminine energy. But oh, there's this naked guy here, so I guess it could be either one. But it's almost like, I feel like you could like hold a grudge, and just someone could bring up something, and you could just be like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting like, you won't let it go. Like, you have a hard time like letting go of things from the past, and people are almost like afraid to cross you because it's like they know you'll keep like, you're not gonna like chuck this heart away, like you're gonna keep gnawing on this, whatever has happened. And like once you see the truth of a situation, it's like you're dead to me. Hold on, let's see what else. But there's a lot of like bare-bodied people here, so I feel like your person really could like your body, your chest especially, or your arms. I see the arms and the hands being highlighted, but definitely the hands. I see a lot of like hand imagery on like 1, 2, 3. I mean, a paw, I guess, but like his hands are right in the forefront. Hands, 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 arms. Something about your limbs could be very like slender and, or even if they're not like slender necessarily, like I'm getting like long and slender, but because this like hand and arm looks like elongated to me. So there, and that doesn't have to be for everybody, but I am just kind of getting that. So what does Virgo's person love about Virgo? Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. Again, I feel like that's the way you are with your partners. Because it's like everybody has flaws and everybody has, and it's not like you don't see them, but it's like you choose to love them anyway in spite of that. It's like you want to help them grow. Like you have such a heart for the people. Like if you really love somebody, like I don't think there's anything you like wouldn't do for them. Let's see what else. What does Virgo's person love about them? But they definitely just love how like loving you are. It's too many. Oh my God. I feel like you could be like social, like you like to spend time with other people. Like I wouldn't say you're a loner with this friend's energy coming through. I feel like you're somebody that really likes to be around other people, likes to have fun. Ooh. And then we have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. So I feel as though you're somebody that can kind of like take a look at maybe like the way things have gone in the past and make certain changes. Maybe, let's see, it takes strength to recognize the need for change. You could be, or maybe you're somebody that kind of like helps people break their own bad patterns, and it's because like you choose to love them in spite of maybe like some of their flaws and things like that. It's like you're almost able to like point it out to them and like help them grow and change, if that makes sense. I feel like people really respect you, again with this kind of regal crown energy I was getting. And it's like sometimes I feel like it might almost be a challenge for some people because like they see you in such a high regard that it almost makes them feel inferior. But it's like at the same time, like you are so loving that, oh my God, we have another 30. We have 30, 31, 32, 33, 35. Anyway, I just think that's weird how all these 30s are coming out. But it's, oh, I forgot what I was just saying. Oh, because you're so regal and stuff, like people could be like almost intimidated by you in a way where it almost makes them feel inferior or something like that. But it's like at the same time, like you show them so much love. So eventually they just kind of realize that like they need to like rise up to your level instead of just being like intimidated by like how great you are. You know, I feel like they almost maybe act out or something at first. And it's like, you know, like that's their problem. Like if they can't handle how fucking amazing like you are. Not that I don't think they can handle it, but I just feel like sometimes it makes people be insecure. Almost like you're too good to be true. Because like you have like a lot going on for you here. But at the same time, this relationship patterns is coming through. I feel like you're just like a ride or die kind of a person. That's like really what I'm getting. Even if you see kind of like some like patterns that are a little sketchy, it's like you maybe just will try to like look for the positive in it and hopefully like help the person like learn and grow and change with you. So we have the King of Feathers, logic and justice. With underneath the owl spirit, you see clearly now. We have the Two of Shells and the Page of Acorns. Again, there's such a good balance here. We have water, air, fire, and crystals on the bottom of the deck. I just feel like you're an amazing partner. And then we have the Two of Acorns, insight and focus. And let's just get one more. And then the Seven of Pentacles, options and results. We have the Queen of Shells here, peace and compassion, going along with this mermaid soul. It's like you're such a lover. I really feel like you are such a lover in a relationship, especially with this Two of Shells coming through. It's like you really make people feel so loved. And it's like they really can like open up to you or just like be themselves. Like they feel like you're probably somebody that when you're in a relationship, it's like your best friends and your lovers, you know, like it's not just one or the other, because the two of shells coming out underneath. It's like they feel so safe with you. Like they can tell you anything. They could just show you their worst and their best, and you just like love it all. Like the way she's like holding this globe, or it's like a map of the world, but it's like just making me think of like everything. Like it's not just one part, it's like both sides. Like, you know how the globe, it's like two halves kind of. It's like both of them are like depicted here, and she's just like laying on it. But it's like you're very smart. Like you're not just like this loving. It's like you see the flaws, and you probably point them out in a way, but it's like actually you might point them out a little too much. I'm getting, I don't know, with this relationship pattern. I don't know. I was just kind of getting that. Like maybe you do kind of point it out, but yeah, this sacrifice was on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like you do make sacrifices. You sacrifice. I think that was coming through here with that. It was saying like she was ready to sacrifice her whole life. There's something with that where it's like when you really care for somebody with this page of acorns, and you have that like spark for somebody, and with the two of shells, like it's true love. But when you really feel like a real, I don't think you would just do that for anybody, but when it's real, and you will like trade it all. Oh, fabulous, trade it all. You're like, girl, I trade it all, or boy, I trade it all. Money, cars, and everything. Like you're just like ride or die. Like let's be partners. Let's be best friends. Let's like, you know, like let's do it all together. Like, and you make that choice. It's like you consciously choose to like see the best, and like not even to see the best, because it's like you do see the good and the bad. Like you're not stupid, but it's like you choose to like rise above and just like love the person that you're with. It's like you could see the whole picture of like how they could grow. It's almost like you could see like the potential, even if but it's like if that spark and that real love is there, like it's almost like the outside things, I don't want to say don't matter, but it's like you're very like, we'll find a way to fix it, get you on a routine. Like I don't know, but or it's just maybe like you lead by example. Like I was saying, like there's something about the people that you date maybe feeling like intimidated by you, but I think also like learning a lot from you, just from the way you live your life. Like I feel like you've really got your shit together with this sixth house coming through. And just the fact that you're a Virgo, like I'm sure. And then the seven of crystals. So we did have that earth energy, and then the king of feathers. Like you've got a good head on your shoulders. I feel like you're a very concise, grounded person. Again, with this Virgo energy, I'm not surprised. But I don't know if you have some Aquarius in your chart or the 11th house placements or something like that. But I feel like you could be kind of like a little like outside the box too. Like you're not just like like a boring or anything like that. I feel like there is this very like bright, happy, like upbeat kind of like energy to you too. Like you have a lot of interesting layers for sure. So let's see with these traits what we get. I feel like you're someone too who like puts in the hard work. Like again, with this two of acorns, that's like someone who makes a plan. Again, they're like planning the next stage, and it's like, you're not afraid to put in the hard work. You probably have like a savings account. Like I think people love how responsible you are, how loving and how smart you are. If I had to say the three main things. Let's see what else, what other traits we have coming through. Warm. Yeah, definitely with this mermaid soul. It's like you have such a warmth for the people that you love. I just feel like you would like do anything materialistic. But again, it's like you're concerned with like the material world too. And I think people like that. Like you want to have nice things. Like you want to put in the hard work to get these nice things. And it's like, yeah, we can have love, but I don't think you're someone who's like, oh, but we could live in a box on the side of the road and I'd be happy. Or like, no, like, and that's what I was saying, like with that regal energy, it's like you want the best in life. And it's like you expect the person that you're with to be like a real partner with you, and to like work to get those kinds of things with you. Aloof. Yeah, with that king of feathers, I think you know how to play the game. I think you're good at kind of like, even though you feel this warmth and stuff, I don't feel like you're like chasing after people. I think you let people come to you. Like you're very good at kind of like being in your own power with that regal kind of energy that was coming through for sure. Shy. maybe that's more just like you play shy, or like you play, like you're not like aggressive in a relationship. Like you kind of let the other person come at you. But I don't know, I wasn't really getting like a shy energy. But maybe that's just saying you're kind of like slow to warm, like with people. Hardworking. Yes, you're not afraid to put in the hard work for sure. Free spirit. But that mermaid soul, it's like, yeah, like, and it's interesting because I feel like in a lot of ways you are a free spirit, but maybe it's almost like when you were younger or something, like you had this free spirit, and then as you got older, it's like maybe like adult things kind of like took over. Because this page of acorns and this mermaid soul, that speaks of a very like fun, even this 11th house with the friends, a very fun, happy, like woo, like kind of an energy. But then it's like we also have this other side. So I feel like maybe right now you could be in the process of trying to like balance out those two and get back to who you really are in your soul. I feel like you maybe have like lost touch with it a little bit. Moody. A little, like I said, I think your partners could be like a little scared of you. I don't know. There's like that badass, like kind of an energy. But, and then the last one we have is energetic. Yeah, I think you get a lot done. You stick to your routine. You don't play, but you're very compassionate, very smart, and very like good at the day-to-day things. All right, so let's see. What would your person want to say to you? What would your person want to say to you? What do they love about you, Virgo? What is Virgo's person love? Okay, that's like obviously way too many, but clearly a lot. That was a lot of cards trying to come out. What does Virgo's person love about them? What would they want to say to them? What Virgo's person want to say to Virgo? What do they love about them? You're so good at multitasking. Yes, I feel like you do it all. You get so many things done. Like I was saying, there's a lot of layers to you. You're very balanced. I feel like you're good at a lot of different things. You wear probably like multiple hats. You have such zest for life. You see the good in everyone. I think that's especially speaking about your romantic partners. Like you see the good and the potential in everything. And like I was saying, you have such a zest for life. Like you have such goals for yourself. It's like you want the best of what life has to offer, for sure. And you're like, you have the energy to like actually get it. Like you're not just a dreamer, you're like a doer. You're so witty, you hit people with some zingers. Definitely. Like there's like that badass energy. Like I feel like you are so sweet, but if someone pisses you off, it's like you don't let people, you don't make excuses for people. It's almost like you make them be better, and it's like with some tough love. But it's like, honestly, sometimes that is true love, when you have to be tough on people and not just like co-sign their bullshit, you know? You have so many layers. Yes, you do. I was just thinking about that. You do it all, multitasking the different layers. It's like you have a lot going for you. You're so independent, definitely. You definitely, I love that you don't take any shit. You don't take any shit. And it's definitely like, especially materially, I feel like you just like have your shit together. You're so like, you're like financially independent. You don't depend on other people. But at the same time, like, even if you have all this in the bag, it's like you still like, love is very important to you, but at the same time, it's like not enough just to have love. I feel like you need somebody that's like, it's like you make people want to like rise up to your level. Like I feel like you're at like a really high level. You're literally hysterical. Yeah, you're so witty. You hit people with some zingers. I feel like you got jokes, like, and you smell so good, like a very fresh. But that routine, I'm sure you have some sort of like routine where you don't deviate from. I feel like a lot of Virgos are like, you know, neat freaks and stuff like that. So I'm sure since it's coming through here, it's like something your person has noticed. Even like how I was saying, you might like the water. That could just be speaking about like showering or like bathing a lot. Like you could just really like enjoy that. Your authenticity is so refreshing. Yeah, I don't feel like you put on airs, you know? even though you're sweet, it's like, if it's coming out, it's like genuinely sweet. But if it's like, if you're moody, I feel like people are gonna know. And that could also be that watery energy. You have such a healing presence. Yeah, I do feel like, and then look, you're so smart in so many ways. Like you know a lot about a lot of different things. And like, I feel like you do help people heal by like pointing out their patterns, and that I like that it's coming out like under there. I feel like, but that could also be a thing where you like trigger people, maybe like unknowingly, just by kind of like, because if they're comparing themselves to you, thinking about getting into a relationship with you, and they see you as so like together and like you have so much going for you, it could be intimidating and make and trigger like their own insecurities. Even though healing, it feels like, oh, you're so healing. I don't think I'm getting more of like with a tough love way, where it makes people actually face the real things about themselves. But that is true healing, and that is what helps people grow. So you are a little feisty one, Virgo. I wasn't expecting like such a feisty energy to come through with this reading necessarily, but definitely I feel like you have a lot going for you. You're smart, you're compassionate, you're badass. Definitely smart. And I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, if you liked it, please leave me some love. Help my channel grow. It would mean the world. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Thank you guys. Bye.